In this video, I'm going to talk about how we unlock poolside backspin in game, how we unlock backspin, how we unlock driving the ball this way. It's not what you think. It's actually the exact opposite, more in fact. So what happens is we train to be able in our close distance work, in our challenge work, so that we can go hit in game, right? The goal is to perfect your swing so that you can go hit in game with maximum room for success and large margins for success where you can catch a ball deep and all these things. How we make that happen is by pursuing poolside backspin. For me, right, it's being able to get here, hit through, and get these balls to consistently drive through that top corner. Now here's the whole thing that is a giant paradox that sometimes people forget, is that in order to create that in game, it's not usually what we think. We perfect our swing so our swing becomes muscle memory, so it becomes our sixth sense, so it becomes thoughtless, so we can hit with thoughtless baseball, so we can have a perfect setup, knowing that we can trust our swing and just go, we're out of our own way, we're no longer facing the opponent of ourselves. It's just us versus who's on that mound. So once we've built our swing in and we've done all the work and we've done the dirty work and we've built the foundational steps to be able to create that with effortless power, effortless success, effortless backspin, what do we have to tell ourselves in our pregame work, in our hitting work, now that we've got that swing and we've got our moves baked in to make it show up in game? This is the tricky part that people miss. So yes, I want that to happen. Understand that is a byproduct of a lot of things in play. So that is a byproduct of setup. And then that is a byproduct of swing path. And that is a byproduct of being on time with the right approach. Now here's where it gets tricky. Anyone that's played this game at a high level understands what you tell yourself and the difference between feel versus real often are very contradictory things. Because my setup has posture, I need to feel like I'm swinging down, knowing that that's going to perfectly put me on plane with good body position. In order to hit the ball over there, oftentimes, I need you to stay with me here, oftentimes I would have to tell myself out in front, left center, because what's going to happen, my natural move is to want to go this way. So how do I hold that off long enough for me to be in a position where I can react, right? Because hitting the ball poolside in the air very often is a very reactionary thing and a byproduct of you having yourself in a position to succeed everywhere. So you set yourself up, and I'm thinking left center or shortstop, right? Line drive, shortstop, line drive at the pitcher's feet, whatever it may be, knowing that directional, that specific focus requires a certain pitch to be able to make that happen. When I'm prepared for that pitch, stay with me here, when I'm prepared for that and I'm trying to get it out in front, oh, I'm in a position where I can just recognize that ball in, and then it's just like, oh. And that's how quick it happens. This game happens at high speeds, right? This game happens at high speeds, especially with what I'm trying to help hitters be prepared for, which is the big leagues, right? You want to set yourself up where you're in a position to win without getting yourself out. Very often we get ourselves out. Once we've set up a clear path and we've done all the things I talked about in the other videos, once we've set ourselves up like that, now it's just a matter of being on time and holding direction and having the right approach. Understand this, please. You cannot cover this whole entire zone. You can't cover up and out. You can't cover up and in, middle, middle up, middle away, middle down, middle, like way down at the bottom. You can't cover all of these squares. You cannot do that. So what do we have to do? We have to set ourselves up in a position where if we get a pitch in this location, if it's not what we expected, will we still be able to drive it? If you're consistently looking to see the ball up in the zone and push guys out over the plate, depending on what they have, or middle, or middle in, or get them up off the bottom of the zone, knowing that, okay, if I'm looking for a fastball here and it ends up being a two-seamer, well, I'm in a position where I can drive this pitch and I can just stay through this way and I can take my hit, right? It's not necessarily about you getting your swing off. It's about you taking what the game is giving you and being prepared for that, right? If I'm prepared here and, oh, I get a slider or a cutter and it breaks back over the plate, well, because I'm thinking hard through the middle or hard oppo gap, but I'm on time and I've got the right setup, oh, I'm still in a position where I can catch this ball maybe a tick deep and I can still win, right? Or if it's not something that I expect and it ends up going down because I've got posture, because I've got setup, because I've got approach, okay, all right, I'm on time for fastball. Oh, that's a changeup. Oh, and you just spoil it and you take your oppo double, right? It's so cool once you set yourself up, because then here's the other thing what happens. Like and subscribe, by the way. Here's the other thing that happens. When you know what you want to say yes to, you also have a great idea of what you want to say no to. So all those marginal pitches that go strike to ball or edge balls or pitch early in the count, you're eliminating those because you've raised the floor of your zone and you've pushed this guy up in the zone. And now you've set yourself up to where you can get pitches that you can unlock the swing that you've been working so hard on in the cage. Because it's not about being good in the cage and then having no game results. It's about perfecting it in here so that you can go into the game and just strictly focus on where do I need to place my bets. Understand, like I said, you cannot cover everything, so you have to make educated guesses, educated bets, and just push the chips in and commit. I promise you this. Having a bad plan with conviction is better than getting up here and having no plan in today's game, right? Again, having a plan that might be wrong, like, okay, yeah, maybe this time I'm sold out for middle in, and you get lucky. That's better than being like, oh, I don't know, I'm just going to see it and hit it. Getting what is a good pitch to hit, but you not being ready for it because you don't have a game plan in mind, right? It's just that whole thing of like fail to prepare, prepare to fail, right? We have to prepare ourselves for success. That's why all the work gets put in. That's why the mental work gets put in. Now it's about, where am I placing my bets? I'm preparing myself to win. I anticipate off of that, then I react, right? We cannot just predict, because then we're just on auto swing. Right, unless it's 3-0 and I don't know, like not a high risk, low reward pretty much there. And then you've got, well, I'm just going to see it and hit it. Well, in today's game, you don't have time. The time constraint ruins that. So that's not an option. So what do? We place our bets somewhere with some conviction. We just push the chips in. I just need you to hear me, right? Just like everything, we can't be half in, half out. Push the chips in and go. So it's like, okay, I don't care what happens. I'm not getting beat middle today because this guy's wild. I need to get him in the zone. If he throws a ball in that's middle, I don't care if it's fastball, changeup, slider, cutter, two-seam sinker, splitter. If it starts here, I'm getting my swing off. So now I'm ready and I've set my sights and I'm on time for that. And it's just, I'm going to make good decisions off of that. One, because I have a plan, right? Number one is plan. And also because of all the stuff that we've done, your swing is there. So you can trust. When we have a plan, when we have conviction, guess what's on the other side of that? Confidence. When we have confidence, we unlock backspin, we unlock success in game. That's where people get it wrong. Now, I want to flip gears here, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you all for the support so far. It's been really cool. I just get in here after I get done hitting with guys. Today I had some D1 commits, D1 players, like high school players on their way to D1 college, wherever. I tell you, and I need you to hear this at home, don't worry about that. Your job, you don't have to have it figured out. Your job's not to control the timeline. We can't control the timeline. Your job's to just continue to be good. Your job is to continue to be good and prepare and be the type of hitter that if you get that opportunity, you're ready to seize it, because a blessing too soon is not a blessing at all, right? Stop worrying about when it's all going to happen and just keep preparing yourself for when success and preparation and opportunity equals success. Stop worrying about the success and just keep preparing for the moment. Keep preparing for the moment. The work done in the cages. It's a Sunday here. There's no one else in here. There's been no one in here all day. It's crazy to me because there's 4 or 5 cages to the right of me that people could be in here getting better prepared for the future. There's no one in here. I'm in here and I don't even play anymore, right? And I'm trying to prepare hitters like yourselves that are listening to this, prepare hitters that are in here, taking time, driving from Cincinnati, driving from Lexington, meeting me here, spending their hard-earned time and money to invest in themselves, knowing that what comes on the other side of this is beyond imagination, right? And again, they don't have control of where this is all going. You just want to have control and peace of mind, knowing that if it all goes wrong, you did everything that you could to set yourself up for success. Because I can promise you this, it's better to be prepared for success and never get the opportunity than not be prepared and it pass you by. That's why I'm trying to pass all this stuff on to you all through this channel, through what I do, through what I'm teaching, through my own personal coaching guidance and unfinished as I continue to just find ways to help out every level of the game, right? If I can set people up for success and help them have the knowledge, education, and skills and mindset and approach and perspective to all of this, whether that opportunity comes or goes, whether it's injury, whether it's all that stuff, that's out of your control, right? Again, ask yourself, is this in my control? You can control how your swing is, right? I had a buddy of mine say, if you're not changing, you're choosing to stay the same. So now that you know this information, you continue to just choose to just be ignorant and continue to, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I promise you, if you can set yourself up and make a commitment to just changing how you approach the game, how you approach your work, and you just work and let go of the outcome and you just focus on becoming the best version of yourself, all the other stuff will open their doors up, man. I promise you. I'm in here trying to be a big league level coach without needing to be in the big leagues to where they eventually need me. What has happened on the other side of that? I've worked with big leaguers. I've had major league teams messaging me on email, DMs, all that stuff. Guess what? I have no control over that. And I don't necessarily want that. My job is to just be ready for if that opportunity comes, then I'm prepared for it. And because I continually talk about simplifying and getting you guys ready to hit for major league pitching, when major leaguers come to me, I'm able to help them, right? Again, that's not something that I'm focused on because I can't control the when. I can't control the who. I can't control the how it happens. I can just control me being prepared, right? So if I continue to hold myself to that standard of, I don't care what happens, that's out of my control. I can just continue to be my best and work and treat every hitter like a major league player, even though you may not be listening to this and may not be a major league player. You can't control your story forward. You have to let go of that. And I promise you, hear me on this as well. It's not your job to you don't have to be great, right? Being great is too much pressure. It's too much, I should, I have to, I need to. You got to let that go. Right? This game is too up and down. You can do everything right as a hitter and fail. Right? You can't give your power away to that. Your job is to consistently prepare yourself and just be in the moment and just try to be consistently good. One good rep after the next. One good day after the next. Knowing that you gave your best effort to move forward, that's all you can continue to do. I promise you, slow motion's better than no motion, but trying to go too hard, too fast and do it for other people's approval and do it for other people's opinions, that's all going to lead to it not being fun, and it's going to make success not be fun as well. Because if you don't succeed the right way, the pressure of success is way more difficult to deal with than getting out of failure. And that's what I'm trying to help you avoid, right? Understand, if you get this stuff right and you start to master this stuff and you continue to set yourself up to win, if you continue to do that, the success isn't going anywhere, and you will continue to win because you don't need success, because you're focused on self-mastery and self-development. That's what this whole journey is about. That's what this channel is about. That's what I stand for. Perfect the swing and then give your best foot forward and be okay with what happens, because if you stick with this stuff day after day with a consistent commitment to improvement, the rest will take care of itself. Thank you all for watching this video. Keep working on your swing and then learn how to set yourself up in what you need to hit with your swing in games, because every hitter is going to be a little bit different. But that's the cool part about it, is we have flexibility and how we get to the end goal. The end goal is backspin. How every hitter gets there, how every hitter listening to this gets there, and that I work with is a little bit different. And that's why it's important to know what matters and know what doesn't, right? So that's your job, is to get in here, figure out what you need to commit to, figure out where you need to place your bets, and just push the chips in and be okay with losing, because you can't control that. All you can do is prepare yourself to be ready to succeed. The rest takes care of itself. Thank you all for watching this. See you on the next video.